Namaskar. Welcome to Ancient Wisdom. In training parlance, many a times we hear this saying, think out of box, think out of box. And we take it to mean think differently to get success or think differently to achieve your aim. Today, we will tell you how, because how nobody talks about. So, today we are going to discuss one way, one how of out of box thinking, and that is through in-box study. Let us start with couple of examples. Consider that you have gone to a new city and you are lost. You don't know where you are. The city is not familiar to you. You are not able to understand the language. But you got a mobile phone and you can contact a friend of yours who is also in the same city and knows the city. And you can put in 2-minute call. What will you tell him in that call? That is the first question. And second question is connected with this. You are walking through a jungle and you fall into a big crevice or a big hole in the ground. You shout at the loudest, but apparently there is nobody nearby. What is next that you would do? Think about it, and think about it by putting yourselves in those shoes. This is extremely important, because any solution in the hindsight is very, very easy. In the foresight, it is extremely difficult. Maybe 1 in thousands or 1 in lakh get that solution in foresight. But in hindsight, everybody is intelligent. So, coming back to the examples. The first one, what was your answer? Write that answer, then listen. The answer would be, you will tell your friend what exactly you see around you. What kind of buildings, what kind of road, what kind of people, what kind of markings, what kind of signals, anything and everything that you see around, you will tell your friend, which will make your friend understand exactly where you are in the city. And then he would give you appropriate, or he would be in a position to give you appropriate instructions to get you out of there. Going back to the hole in the ground, you have tried your way by shouting. What else would you do? You would look around in the hole itself. What is there? Are there stones? Is there soil? What kind of walls are there? What kind of supports are there? Is there any grass? Is there anything that you can hold on to? Are there any steps to get out of there? Is it shallow at some point? Whatever and everything that is around in the hole, you will want to study. Now, why do we take an example? Because we want to go to a theory or hypothesis which can be utilized in universal manner. In this case, what is the hypothesis? or what is the general understanding that we come up with? The general understanding that we come up with in this case is study your present situation in multiplicity of ways in extreme detail. That is the inbox way of thinking. And now we will give you two examples where this type of inbox thinking has been used and has been extremely successful. The first example is that of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj from Agra. He was imprisoned in Agra, or it was Nazar Qaid. Immediately outside his mahal were the soldiers of Ram Singh. Ram Singh was the son of Mirza Raje Jai Singh, who had taken guarantee of the life of Shivaji Maharaj. But outside that, there were two rings of soldiers belonging to Faulad Khan, who had nothing to do with any allegiance or any word or any guarantee to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And how many were these? Each of these were 5,000. So 5,000 soldiers of Ram Singh, and then two rings of Faulad Singh, which were another 10,000 soldiers. Shivaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had about 40 or to 50 people with him. He realized that these 40-50 people in front of 5,000 or 15,000 is of no use. Slowly, he sent all of these people away, keeping only 5 or 6 people with him. Then he also realized that it was futile to try any force to get out of here. And then he fell ill. And variety of Vaid or Hakim were consulted. Their medicines were coming in, but those medicines were not showing any effect. After a few days, he started giving khairat, mithai, to get some apparently punya. And every day, a number of boxes of this mithai, sweets, would go out. Medicines did keep coming in. After some time, the soldiers or the watchmen started becoming lax. Every day, how many boxes of sweets can you check? Slowly, the boxes also increased in size, because more dua was required. Very logical. And one day, in an empty box or partially filled box of mithai, Shivaji Maharaj went away along with Sambhaji and some other people. And then also he did not take what would be logically the case, he did not take the shortest route to Pune. He took a long route to Pune because he knew that everyone would look for him on the shortest route. This was one of the greatest examples of studying the existing resources and studying them in such a way to achieve your own objective. So this was from history. We can come to present. There was a huge case in international court for payment or arbitration of almost 10,000 crore rupees. A very renowned Indian jurist or vakil was hired. The conditions were known. The condition that he put up was this, that he along with 40 of his staff members, all eminent jurists or lawyers, they would have to be relocated to London, outskirts of London, where they would be provided with the office and all sorts of services in seclusion, where they would stay for a period of 6 months. And in these 6 months, what would they do? They would study this case in all its facets, reread, and reread every single document, check every single word to find some way so that the side of this company could be put up very strongly. So, studying the inbox, studying the given situation, studying the given resources, that is what they did for 6 months before they appeared for the first time in the international court, and they did succeed. They could find some way or some loophole which was advantageous to their client. So, this is the way of studying the inbox, given conditions, given resources in minute detail through different shoes or different hats, so that you start seeing things differently, and then you come out with a way that can get you closer to your target or to your aim. That is what ancient wisdom is, and this is one of the tools that my guide Mr. Ganpati Date repeatedly used to hammer on. He used to say, study, study and study from different locations, different positions, different shoes and different hats till you get hundreds of separate different solutions, and one of those solutions could be a practical one. Namaskar.